going live. We hit that button. It's creating the live stream. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Woo.
Technology, I love it.
We are live. All right. That's what I want to hear. All right. Let me refresh the page. Can you make income? Hey, there we go. We're good now. All right. Gonna mute that so there's no noise. We are good to go. All right. So, what is the one thing that maybe we can go around? What is the one thing that you need more clarity on? If y'all trying to make it ladies first because you're trying to be a gentleman, I understand, but
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
Emphasis is on the word trying to be a gentleman. Hmm.
Good one, Mom. Good one. All right. Tell me.
Yeah.
This is an open floor, open book. Go ahead. Go ahead, Martha.
Okay, I'm not real clear on what you mean by um, a webinar. I know, like on Zoom, there's meetings
So
and
on the
webinars.
webinar, you can't really speak unless you're invited to the host, the speaking panel.
That's a Zoom, correct?
It can be a Zoom or it can be a Skool webinar. Zoom has the webinar feature as well, where you can have X amount of people, but the only people who can talk is people who are invited as a guest panel.
Okay, now on the Skool version, is that an extra fee to have access to that? Not that I want it, but I just want to know about that option.
No, it's part. If you're not a community owner, it's 1,000% free to you. If you're a community owner, it's still 1,000% included in whether you have the $9 a month or the $99 a month.
So is the Zoom? Excuse me, is the Skool webinar? Is that what you say? The Skool webinar?
Right.
It's free to me. You're saying?
It's free to anybody that's has a profile.
So if I held a webinar, could
Well,
only
you couldn't hold that
people
webinar. You couldn't hold that webinar unless you own a school,
own a school?
a school community.
Oh, community. Okay, so that
Yeah.
knocks me out, which is fine. I just
It's
want
free
to
for you to use, like to attend. Like when you go attend, you don't have to have like a Zoom account or something like that. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. So only others with in school can attend that if they're invited.
They have to be a school member in order to attend that live. Correct.
Thank you.
So basically, what it was designed to do, it was designed for you to drive your member to school to increase your subscriptions. Because in order to attend, they have to be registered in your community. But then you limit yourself because if they have no desire to get on school, you're not going to have them. Make sense?
Yep.
In my opinion, it's better to use Zoom and get them to look at what school looks like. And now you can lure them into school from your Zoom. But now you got both markets. You have the school market and then you have the non-school market. That's my 2 cents on that. That helps you guys?
Yeah, just pulling on that thread a little bit more. So it seems like it actually opens up, casts a wider net, getting Zoom people and school only people, because at the end of the day, you get the emails and they go into your list anyway, right? Regardless if it's Zoom
Not
or school.
necessarily. In
Okay.
order to get their email, the most effective way is to integrate Zapier to your school.
Mm.
So what you're doing is you're connecting Zapier to your school, and then you're connecting your get response to your Zapier.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever someone registers inside a school, their email automatically creates a contact and get response.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you get their email and phone number.
From school, yeah, on Skool,
Because not
right?
everybody will show you their email on Skool when they sign up in your community. Because
Mm.
if they come in straight from their profile to you, unless you ask for their email, you're not gonna get their email.
Oh, okay. So if they come from another school community to me in school, and say they're interested and want to join my community, my pop up doesn't pop up for them telling them to fill in their email and phone number and all that stuff.
No, sir.
Ah,
You have to ask that question. So you got to go to my questions, right? And
mm,
I apologize for those who don't have a community, but here's how it goes. Okay. So when you go to your plugins and you go to your questions, okay,
mm-hmm,
if you're not asking their emails or their phone number, you're not gonna
mm-hmm.
get them
Okay.
because school does not volunteer that information.
Mm-hmm,
They keep it privately to school. Does that make sense?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So the only other way around it is you gotta go here where it goes to integrations. Hang on a second. So you're gonna go to
Right above plugins. Oh,
no,
that's
that's affiliate. That's
yeah.
affiliate.
Or
Hold on. So you're gonna go here, you hit back. We're gonna go back to plugins, and then you're gonna go here to Zapier integration.
mm-hmm,
You're gonna have to get a subscription with Zapier. I think
mm-hmm,
it's like $20 or something like that, right? And then you're gonna get a key from Zapier that you're gonna plug in here, or vice versa. So this is my key from Skool, and I'm gonna basically take this and connect Zapier to it. And then you gotta connect Get Response, which is our email automation system, to Zapier. So when someone registers here to your community, right? The email automatically goes in as a new contact going into the list onto your get response.
mm.
So you're still
Okay.
building your list. Does that
Got
make
it.
sense?
All right. Yep.
Jim,
Yes, ma'am.
for those of us who don't have a community and maybe don't plan to, at least not for a while, is all your um, weekly workshops going to be less and less pertinent to us? Are we going to be kind of
No, no. The number of workshop doesn't change. If anything, is the people who community builders, they get a separate workshop with just additional. Does that make sense?
yeah? Well, I was talking about like the Tuesday, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern
No,
Zooms,
those 3 workshop will remain.
and we'll still get something out of it because it's not going to just keep.
That is open to anybody in the community. And the purpose of these workshops, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, is to help people understand PPP better, all focus on clarity, right? Because the first quarter of this year is all about clarity. I want people to be so crystal clear that they have a great experience in order to share to others. Does that make sense? Then, second quarter agenda, we're going to go heavily into tech. You guys are all going to end up wearing glasses if you're not already. I thought I would get Brahim's attention after saying that, but you know.
yeah, Brahim, get your glasses, man.
Yeah. Join the club.
I need them. I need them for sure. At least readers.
Yeah.
That's what
My
these are.
sight's starting to go. It's the last thing I had, man. I'm trying to hang on to it.
So that's kind of where the focus is at. I mean, I'm trying to make sure that by second quarter, we're going to have our YouTube portion up and running. I have an amazing YouTube pathway for you guys. I'm being mentored by a total of 6 people who are 7, 8, 9 figures in YouTube right now. Okay.
Oh,
So I'm learning a lot. I'm implementing a lot, and I want to make sure we produce results before we start teaching you guys. Okay. I'm constantly in communication with Brahim. He is trying some things on his side as well, so that we can bring the notes together for you guys, right? Um, because we want, here's what we want in 2026. We want you to have a good collection on YouTube. We want you to be able to monetize YouTube, right? All the people that are here in our paid community, I want them to monetize YouTube. I want them to monetize TikTok. And I want them to monetize Facebook as well as Instagram. So I'm going to be bringing on speakers from these different platforms. And I'm going to take Michelle's advice today. I'm going to stay away from school people. Because by doing that, I won't be cutting ourselves short. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you mean by her advising us to go to like Facebook and stuff to find the pro people we want to bring into our community to share advice and stuff? Is that
Well,
what you're talking about?
I'll paint the vision for you. Okay. Let's say you just have one speaker a month, right?
Mhm.
That's 12 a year, correct?
Correct.
If you have 12 of those speakers that you found based on chat GPT prompts and you found them on social media, right?
Right.
You have 12 potential affiliates to Michelle's community. That gets you a free for life. Because it only takes 10 to be free for life. Right or wrong?
Right.
So are you cutting yourself short? Yes. By going after school people. Now, does that mean you eliminate school people? No.
No,
No, I don't. I mean, I would still bring Tim, Daryl, people that I know is going to bring value to the community, but I
but
would
it's
make
good
a
to
tweak.
expand. It's good to
Well,
expand your horizon.
I would tweak things here and there because we don't want it to sound like the same old thing every time.
Right.
Does that make sense? So
Hmm.
I would meet individually with these people. And remember, if you're hosting, you stay in control. You dictate what you want of them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You're hosting. So you're the one creating the agenda. You know, just like Michelle said something really cool. Are you working on their schedule or are they working on your schedule?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I don't call the speaker unless I set the date first.
Mm.
Once I set the date, I'll see if their availability is. And you know what I found out? Even they're not available on that day, after they see the value and you paint the picture, they make themselves available.
Mm.
That's great.
Yep.
At the end of the day, without sounding like a salesperson, because that's not how I want to come across, okay? In order for you to get more results, you have to stay in control of the process. The minute you let control go of the process, you no longer become predictable during the process and you can no longer scale based on your performance because you don't have control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just like when you ask questions, you don't ask open-ended questions. You ask A-B questions. You give minimum 2 choices, either A or B. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Everybody good on that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I had 4 people who contacted me after the live, right? And because it's not hard to find my number, it's not hard to find my contact information. I put it out there pretty out there, right? And the question was, do you have payment plan? Absolutely. So guess what? You direct them to the payment plan. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, I learned a hack for those of you guys in your emails. This is learning from Daryl and Christina. You may want to add this on your emails, and you may want to screenshot this. No, that's not the first email. It starts on the third email. So right below where you put your signature, your name, right?
Mhm.
You want to screenshot this. If you need a payment plan, reply payment plans, and I'll send you the options. Some even zero down.
Ooh,
This
nice.
is Christina Bell's number one secret. She says more than 80% of her sales are payment plan.
That's how mine work. That's how mine are. I've
And so there's
almost
the
everybody
company or there's a service out there that gives zero down
Afterpay.
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 Yep.
Afterpay.
Yep, Afterpay does.
Afterpay, Affirm, and Klarna, all depending on, because they run a little check on you. They all
Yeah,
run it like nothing down, and then your first payment's due in like a month.
that's
how my
that's
payment
that's
plan.
how I got started.
Anything down, and my first payment was due in a month.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's exactly how. And you as the seller, this the cool part about this is you as the seller, when people pay on payment plans, you get all the money up front. So there's no chargebacks. So like say somebody got on a payment plan and you got your $900, they got the course. They renege on their payment plan 2 months in. You don't get the money taken away from you.
Mm.
They go through their own separate thing with Afterpay or Klarna
Because
or whatever they
what's
pay.
happening, guys, when they default that agreement, they're not defaulting you. They're defaulting
defaulting
third
them.
party.
They're
They're
defaulting
defaulting them.
Because
them.
they made the contract, they made the sales contract with them, not with you.
Right.
Correct. Which is a good thing, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for us.
The worst one of all of them is PayPal.
Yeah, I hate PayPal. Oh my god.
I mean, it's great convenience for international transaction. It's just that no matter what you do, it's gonna favor the consumer. It will never
Mm.
favor you. You're the bad guy in the whole equation.
Yep.
Stripe kind of got that way too, and that's why they switched over to using Square. Because
Mm.
Stripe was taking people's money back when somebody didn't
Well,
fulfill
Stripe
their
is
obligation.
different, Denise. Stripe is different because Stripe doesn't like digital marketing. Okay.
Yeah, they used to. When I first
Um,
started my journey way back when, they used to. After all the reneging, that's when they sit there and says, "Yeah, we don't like this anymore because it's too much work because we have to do a bunch of extra work and have people go through and retake back funds back, blah blah blah." So that's why they put us as one of their banned things. So that's why you have to use a different thing when you're going to use them. I think I put mine under coaching or something like that. Coaching or
but
educational
you just
coaching.
have to know how to play the game. Okay.
Yep.
You just have to know how to play the game. It's just because of the way people were wording certain things. That's all.
Yep.
So when they were wording certain things, naturally, if you own the company like Stripe, you're going to try to protect your name. I mean, that's normal. Any company would do that, you know? It doesn't matter. It could be Nike, it could be Adidas, it could be Reebok, whatever company. They're going to try to protect their name if they see something they don't like. The only thing you got to do is make sure you revise the term and conditions and make sure you don't break any terms and condition and play the game the way they want you to play the game and still win. You know, I learned in life You got to learn to play their games and
Yep.
win at their own games.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's pretty much with anything. Even with our social medias, it's the same thing. TikTok, we had to learn when all of a sudden they came up with the banned words or supposed banned words. You had to learn to, work around it so that your stuff would still get pushed out.
I do need a second opinion from everyone here. So you guys see the first row right here on the
Mhm.
the classrooms?
Yep.
Mhm.
Is that more legible than the second row?
Absolutely.
Is it more legible?
Brighter. It's you have like
I took
the
out
all
the
white.
Yeah.
Took
the
out the
what do you
silver
call
and
it? The gradient. I took out the
Yeah.
gradient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's more legible on the top row.
for
And
sure.
then I put a shade. So there's a shade over it where the bottom is dark, the top is dark, but the middle is very light.
Right.
So there's
Makes it
actually
pop.
a shade right over it. There's a shade right over it. I learned this from Mike.
Yeah, it makes
So
it pop. Makes it pop.
all right. I don't like lollipops, so that's okay. Just kidding. No.
Well, I mean pop. I mean, it makes it stick out more. And like
Oh,
you
I
say,
appreciate
you
it.
can see the script better
I
than on the
appreciate
bottom
it.
one where it kind of blends in with the background.
Right.
So I want to do some quick recognitions real quick here. There's a lot of moving pieces around right now. Okay. And I thank you for all your prayers. I had a meeting with Madeline this morning, and she's doing much better. Her husband was going through some health challenge. I think most of you guys know, right? So, um, she's coming back up. But here's what I want to tell you: from 3 months focus, right? 3 months focus, guys. She climbed all the way from 10 to number 4.
Wow.
Awesome.
Just focus, consistency, right? But guess what? You can't stay number 1 all the time, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because now the rail, which is her best friend, is now number 1, but not quite at 400, right? And look at who's climbing up out of nowhere.
Breezy.
Breezy.
You see? And Breezy has a very specific schedule he goes by when he does his workflow, his everyday routine, right? But look at what happens. Even Breezy climbs second over here. And Madeline still maintained number 3. Now, most of you guys know that Zuli is in Dubai right now.
No, I didn't know.
She's filling in one of the bucket list things.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay, cool.
But she's also there for a conference. So she's killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Tax
The
write-off.
only way to do it.
She's actually there for an AI conference.
Nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
So
okay.
if you don't know Zuli, Zuli is the female version of Rahim. They're both AI freaks. Okay.
Nice.
So they're very, very well diverse in the AI side. Okay. Far more above my pay grade. Okay. So you can see that by observing this, right? Look who's number 3 here.
Wow.
Even though she's the most frustrated person. Is that overstated or understated, Mom?
That's not overstated. Frustrated. I dropped out a year playing with analogy, and I depended on my internet son to do the heavy lifting. And I need to plug in and get everything I can in terms of training and execution. That's the weak spot. Execution.
You guys know what all 3 of these people are fighting for? What happens when you hit level 8?
Get paid
How much?
$50.
No, 100.
Oh, 100. My bad.
100. You hit number 9, you get 250.
Woo. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Level 8.
When we hit 1,000 members, guys, when we hit 1,000 members, okay, number one from every category with a minimum X amount of points required, right? Number two, with the minimum extra pointer required. And number three, so top three in all three categories will get paid. So all the time will get paid monthly. 30 days will get paid monthly. And then leaderboard for 7 days will get paid weekly
Mm.
when we hit 1,000 members.
Boom.
Listen, for my investment back in the community, the best investment is engagement.
Mm.
I don't take that lightly. Because why is that important? It helps the individual in becoming a better creator, correct?
Yeah.
A better communicator. And number two, it helps the community rank up too.
So I was gonna say it helps you get ranked up in school higher.
Yeah.
And right now we're competing in the hardest category of the entire Skool platform. Anybody know what that category is?
Money, money, money,
Money
money.
category.
Money, 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 money. That's right.
Uh,
Okay. So this is, you got to understand the platform you're doing business on. If you don't understand that platform, you're not going to understand the algorithms. You don't understand the algorithms, you're going to end up making some bad decisions instead of good decisions. Does that make sense?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's important. It's important, right? It's just like you have a Tesla and you don't know your Tesla inside out. Will you ever use that Tesla to the maximum potential?
No.
Nope.
No.
No, no. It's just going to be another car for you. Does that make sense?
mm-hmm.
That's why I want to find out how to change my category to money. Help a
That's a
sister
Skool
out.
question. That's a Skool question.
Right.
Yeah, I saw somewhere where they had that, but I can't remember where it was at now.
Don't
I
stress
think it's in the
yourself.
school help section. You can go and look in there.
Don't stress yourself. You only got the two best friends you will ever have in school. School help, ChatGPT. If you're doing more than that, you're stressing yourself for no reason. No reason. School help is by far the closest thing you're going to get to real-time response versus ChatGPT. They're really good. Skool has, last time I heard, it's either 1,000 or 5,000 staff members at our
Oh, wow.
service.
Wow.
Worldwide, guys, it's worldwide.
And always improving.
So there's always somebody somewhere around the clock answering you. And if you understand about Skool's employees, the retention, Sam Ovens and Alex, they pay them very well. Their loyalty, they're about this close to having their own union.
Hmm.
And most people don't even know what a union is because they hardly ever exist anymore.
Yep.
So, guys, I think right now,
Because
there's
community
only,
loyalty has kind of gone with the waves of the past.
what do you mean?
Community loyalty or company loyalty.
Oh,
You know,
I say,
Steelcase,
you say
GM, they were,
community. I'm like, wait, what community you talking about?
GM and Steelcase for two things. That they were, you started a job with them when you were fresh out of high school, and you worked to them till you retired, and they took good care of you. That stuff's just kind of gone in the past. They're trying to make demonize unions how they're bad, blah blah blah.
Well, you have to, without going into the wrong rabbit hole here, guys, okay? If the government change the way they take care of their servicemen and women, what do you think corporations are going to do?
Do the same.
Just ask yourself that
Yep.
question. Okay?
Yep.
The day they took away the pension from their own military men in service, where now they actually have to fund their own IRA 401k.
Yep.
Okay? Where they didn't have to do that before, and they just have to do the time. What do you think corporations are going to do following that action?
Follow suit. Because if the government ain't gonna take care of the men and women who served our country, why is the company gonna take care of the employee that gave them their money?
Bottom line is this. They always took care of their bottom line. They didn't care about you. It doesn't matter what you think or how well they treat you. But that's as much as I will leave it at without going to the rabbit hole. Does that make sense?
Yep, get it.
All right. So this is really important, guys, the recognition part, okay? Because for me, I take this personal and I take it dear to my heart. Why? This is where you find people transforming. And I hope you guys take notes, those of you guys who have communities. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because why? There is no one doing it other than school itself. The way the school does it is they take the top 5 in every category every quarter and bring him to corporate office in California.
Wow. That's great.
At all expense paid.
Is
Room
that
and
what they were
board,
talking about in
flight.
their announcement today?
I didn't see it yet, so
Didn't see it yet.
I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole right now. Okay? So this is very important you understand because if you want a successful community, guess what? You need to copy the right cat, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
If anybody knows what they're doing in school, you don't think Sam and his partner knows what they're doing? They're not 8, 9 figures for nothing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So at the end of the day, look, Sam has not done one single weekly news without using a Microsoft Word document. What do? We duplicate that off our own platform, which is Let's Go. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. When is the last time you've ever seen me do a PowerPoint?
Never.
I haven't seen you do a PowerPoint.
It's been a while. It's been a while. We did start in the beginning of the queue. This was before Brahim days.
Let's say before my time here.
That's it. I never saw
So
you
we
use
did
a
do. You can go
PowerPoint.
back to the recordings in the back. You'll see some of them with them. Okay, but I do some kick butt PowerPoints, but it just takes way too much time.
Way too
Way
long.
too much time.
Yep.
Okay? Y'all want to know how quick I do my training? Chat GPT, ask 3 questions, copy paste Word document. Woo! Lots of preparation.
Right. Chat makes everything so easy.
Does.
So,
It is my brain 3/4 of the day.
but I'll put an extra half an hour in it to make sure that it flows right, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
But you keep it simple. Let me tell you what Mike turned me on to. Okay? So that was the announcement. Oh, by the way, we do have our next guest speaker. I'm gonna meet with her. That's about as much as you're gonna know is a her. It's not a him. Okay.
That narrows it down.
But
Right.
it's the hottest talk of the town right now. Okay. And we're gonna do things different. Um, she's already spoken in 2 communities, but we're gonna do things different. That's gonna be very unique and bring much more value, not only for the moment of the speaking, but for long-term use. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm in the process of working a package for all the speakers that spoke last year. right? We're gonna do. We're gonna throw in another stream of income for you guys to market. I just gotta clean up some of the recordings, do some better editing on the recordings and stuff like that, where you guys will be able to. I'm gonna call it like a platinum album. You guys are gonna be able to sell that. Okay. Why? If you were to put this lineup on stage, we're talking Tasha, Darrow, Celine, Michelle, Tim, right? All in that package, right? And then
Nice.
Rebecca Barrett, right? If you were to get all these people on stage, how much do you think that the venue would cost, and how much people would be willing to travel to see that lineup?
Mm.
Oh,
A nice
Thousands.
package.
That's right. That's right. So think about how much value is there, right? And then wait until you see the lineup I have for 2026. And then when we go to 2027, you guys will be able to sell an all-time lineup because of all the collections that we have. Does that make sense?
It'll be double platinum.
Listen, and those of you guys that have communities and you're part of our community builder group, right? You'll get all that on an API, bro.
Mm.
Imagine that. With how much work is put into that. Because, my right-hand guy is RG, and RG has two assistants. Okay? They're like my best friends in this platform because they're my behind backbone scenes guys. Okay? Most of all the editing is them. All the setups, everything is them. I would have no time with you guys if I had to go and replace them myself. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds
So
good.
we are very blessed to have the structure that we have right now. But this is what Mike turned me on to. Okay. It's called Miro, which is where I'm laying out the platform right now for the community. So you can see that I'm basically building it out right now to break it down. And this is all we're going to talk about first quarter. Why? I want this to be so crystal clear to the community so they understand exactly how this community and why this community was put together the way it is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Why is that good for you guys to have a community? I suggest that,
Confused minds don't buy.
well, it's more than that because
But it does help me to see. I'm a very visual learner, so it really helps me to see it while it's being built so that I know what steps to copy
but
or
the
how
thing
to
is
follow.
if you don't have your community to a certain strategy, your message will never be clear. And if your
Miro
message is never clear, your community doesn't grow because your subscribers stay confused. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very important that you speak that message and then you structure it in your community with the recordings so that you're able to make sure that there's absolutely no room for mistakes or confusions. Okay? Because down the road, this becomes an automation. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you still have to bring it up to surfers at least once or twice a month. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. It's kind of like this. You bring your community do's and don'ts once or twice a month because you want to make sure people know rules are in place. Keep communities safe. It is a non-negotiable, and people
Yep.
need to know that, right? So I'm blessed. I've only had to ban 2 people since we had the community. Other than that, we have very good subscribers.
So is Miro for people who have community within your community?
No, you can use Miro for anything.
But
I'm
what
just
is it
using
for?
this. Miro is nothing more than a board, Martha.
Board.
It's a board that you can design whatever you want to design. Okay?
It's an app or what?
Yes, it's an app.
It's
It's a whiteboard.
Okay, I never heard of it before today.
It's okay.
I just heard about it like a few weeks ago.
I haven't heard of a lot of things in my life. So you're not alone.
And
And if
Jim,
one's available, there's 10 other versions out there just with a different name.
Yeah.
So,
Jim-
but this one is very easy to use and it's very easy to navigate. Okay. Why do you keep it this size until you go focus on a specific topic? Anybody know?
So you can see everything.
No, it keeps your people in the video. It keeps your people in the meeting. So let's say we go in here and we talk about the start button. So we're going to zoom in all the way to the start button, just like that. Boom. Guess what? In the back of their conscience of their head is like, there's still a lot more to talk about. Because we're just zero in on one box. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just like I zoom out, boom. Now they can't see, but they see there's a lot. Then I go right here to the start and we zoom in on the start. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You will see if you follow Mike in his content, that's all he does in his content. But he's a very techie guy. Well, he does wear contacts, but I always call him the only nerd without glasses. Okay. So, but he makes it look very simple, even though he's very technical. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But that's good for people
That-
that aren't that like me who overthink and overcomplicate stuff. So it's really good when he zeroes in on something to make it break it down a lot simpler.
But
Overthinkers,
he
we
only
think everything's
zero
got to be
in.
hard.
He only zero in for one reason, not because he wants to be simple. It keeps your people in your video.
Yeah, yeah, because
Okay.
you're watching them zooming in and out, so it keeps your attention because of the constant movement.
It keeps you in the video, right? So we're already at 7, so let's kind of hold down the comments and questions real quick, okay? So but at the end of the day, guys, this is only a portion of it, right? Most of you guys have already seen the first video, right? I'm going to be working on these videos. This is where my focus is right now, to get all those videos done so that you guys have a pathway to sell legacy. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm not telling the story for me. I'm telling the story for the community. Does that make sense?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
exactly, 100%.
Because the number one weakness that most people have within your community or any community is not knowing how to tell your story. So now that you have a safe place to drive people to, and you know that when a sale is generated, a lot of you could have lost a sale. Cynthia could have lost a sale. Brahim could have lost a sale. And many others in this community. But because of the way our community is set up, they still got credited for the sale. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You tell me, right, Brahim? We haven't seen that anywhere else, right?
No, not at all. Nope.
That's the reason why people tell you to drive to a blueprint. So they don't have to have the responsibility. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Less liability. I'm okay with the liability because I don't have a hidden agenda. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you shouldn't have either, especially the community owners. You should be 1,000% transparent with your members. That's the best way to build long term, guys. You see, for the first time in the people industry that I've been in, I've been able to give my all to serve the community the way that it should be served. I tried before, with Facebook group, with other things, and nothing ever worked out. But there was things beyond my control. Does that make sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Where here, you have full control. Anybody know what is the backup of Skool for our community? Anybody know what's the backup?
Nope.
Our community website. Our community website has 1,000% duplicate data of everything that's inside a school. So in the event that school goes away, guess what? I've already planned out plan B. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But do people want to spend that kind of money?
Probably not. Nope.
No. Do they have the platform we have? No. I want to congratulate Rich and Lori. Lori's not here, but they both converted to HBA, and we should have you guys set up before the end of the week. So
Cool. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Did
good
you
stuff, man. Good
did you
stuff.
attend the HBA meeting last night at 8 o'clock?
I personally couldn't because I was at the hospital with my mom, so I couldn't. But I know we had several members from our
I
community.
dialed in, and I think Breezy was there also.
Yes, Martha?
On the Afterpay thing you mentioned, we put that on emails number 3 through 10, is that right?
3 through 10, and eventually you're going to put it through 11 through 30.
And when do we get 11 through 30?
We're working on it right now. RG is working on them right now.
Okay, now we can put that sentence in the how do we get the actual Afterpay set up?
Come again?
How do you actually get someone into Afterpay? How does all that work?
It automatically comes up. Afterpay is if you have Stripe. If you have Square, Square doesn't have Afterpay.
Oh, so I shouldn't put that in my emails if
No, not unless you're using Stripe links. Afterpay only have, no, wait, I take it back. Afterpay is with Stripe and Square, but Klarna is only with Stripe. Klarna is with
So
Stripe
you
only.
have Afterpay on Square as well.
Yeah, you have Afterpay on Square. Yeah.
Do I have to do anything special in Square after I type that sentence for it to
You have to do your settings to allow the Afterpay to show up. You got to go into your payment settings.
Yeah.
And just go to Square payment settings.
You have to authorize it to show up on the payment tab. Yeah, it doesn't automatically show up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because they want people to choose. Because not everybody is in favor of Afterpay. Don't know why, but I mean,
yeah, they're all basically the same. I've used all 3 of the payment processors, and they're all basically the same.
no, there's just some people that don't like payment plans. And I don't know
some
why,
people that
because
don't
you're
have
still getting
access
paid
to
up
payment
front.
You're getting paid regardless. I don't
Yeah,
understand
you're
why.
getting paid up front regardless. So I don't know why people wouldn't want it, but
Right.
one thing
don't
that I told
understand
you, one thing that my mom has always told me is you can't fix stupid. So
Yep. You can.
So true.
So at the end of the day, guys, I hope that you guys understand where we're going with this in the first quarter, right? Because it's really important, because this is how it makes it easy for you to understand the community and be able to share the community. Anybody know how many referrals it takes to be in profit mode?
2.
3.
3.
3.5.
Oh,
3. 3. And how many referrals does it take you in premium or VIP to be free for life?
5.
5
Bless
is
you.
correct.
God bless.
Yes, 5 is correct. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So down the road, we're gonna have more incentives. I'm working with Tim on some other projects, but there's gonna be so much more incentive, like things like retreats and stuff like that. It's gonna be good, guys. I'm already planning out 2028. 2027 is already 90% planned out already.
Wow.
Wow.
Awesome.
I'm still
We
putting
don't play
together this
around.
year's.
So
I just started my community back in November, so started paying
we
for it in
only had
December.
this community. We only had this community 6 months. We officially launched on Cinco de Mayo last year. So
Awesome.
Cinco de Mayo this year will be 1 year anniversary. So it's not really how long you have the community, it's what you're willing to give to your community, and do you back it up with the actions? That's all. Intention is always going to be there. Nobody wants bad intentions. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be able to back it up with your action plan. That's all. Because people are not looking at your intentions, they're looking at your actions. That's the only thing, right? That's
Right. Yeah, I'm
one
still
less
learning to get it
headache
all
for
set
someone
up.
who's
And
just a subscriber.
a whole new learning curve, but I'm getting there.
Great. So, anybody has any last minute questions? Anything?
Yep.
Man, I must have done a good job, huh?
Yes, you did.
All right. All right. Well, listen, guys. Don't be shy. Post your stories and your videos in the community. This is one of the only communities that lets you do that without violating any guidelines. Make sense?
Yeah. Cool, cool,
All
cool.
I look forward to is these dormant people in our community to connect with one of you.
Yeah.
This is the only community that will let you keep the cell. Take advantage of it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You're going to start seeing some heavy traffic coming through the community. I'm doing some massive marketing. I know Brahim's doing some massive marketing. And I hope that you guys are doing some massive marketing. Okay? Why is it a win-win situation for those who are part of the community builders? Is that when they come through PPP, we're going to be putting in a module that's going to allow you to market your community as like a networking group kind of thing, right? And we're going to constantly promote that every Friday when we do the walkthrough on the webinar. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the benefit, but it's going to be exclusive to those who are part of that community builder to be able to put up their communities there. So what does that mean? Not only do they become a PPP member, but there's a good chance they're going to become a member of your community because most of your communities are free anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, last time I checked, free fits a lot of people's budget. So,
Right.
I mean, they have some people that say, if it's not free, it's not for me. And they got so many slogans out there, okay? I can't even think of, but there's a lot of them out there. Okay, so that's going to be the perk of that particular group. Okay, here's a big announcement for you. Whatever the cost of the VIP is going to be for this workshop this month, it's going to be half price for the elite VIP members. Okay, so just something food for thought. Same thing when we start doing the platinum packages and stuff like that, right? So there's going to be a lot of additional perk for people who are in the VIP elite, okay? And then they will also have a premium price for people who are in the inner circle, okay?
Bet.
Other than that, that's all I had for you guys this week. So I did 15 minutes better than last week. But I'm working it on trying to finish on the hour, okay? So y'all bear with me. Thank you for your patience. And y'all have a good evening, okay?
All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
See you. Thanks.